if you want to have a really great slide, here's the trick. Over years and years, many of my colleagues keep coming up to me and go, "Wow, your slide's fantastic. Your horn's in great shape." And they act like it's some kind of a miracle or it's magic. No, it's just maintenance. If you give your horn a bath every 2 to 3 weeks, you follow all the other stuff in these videos, your instrument's going to be in a lot better shape. But here's the kicker. I found that after, time, my slide, going from very free and working real well, would suddenly start to get sluggish and sluggy, and even after giving it a bath, it would still it was never the same. Never really worked quite as good. The thing is, all of these lubricants we're using on the slide, they leave a residue. They build up on the instrument. That's why some people recommend an acid bath or these days a sonic wash at the instrument repair shop. And yeah, if you're not taking good care of your horn, you should do that every year. For me, I'm kind of crazy on maintenance, so honestly, I rarely do that. But I might do it every few years, just to kind of get any additional grit and grime out of the instrument. And it does help. It's great. But each time you do that, it puts more stress on the instrument. It will flake off plating on the instrument. So my idea is I'd rather do everything I can to keep the instrument in good shape, and then I'll hit it with the hard chemicals or the sonic bath. But as we talked about, there's this buildup on the outer slide. So what can we do to combat that? There's a few other little magic tricks that I've gotten from my repair friends, a couple of which are a little risky, so I'm not going to talk about them here on the video, because you can, if you do it improperly, you can damage your slide. But the one that's absolutely fail-safe is using the Slide-O-Mix cleaning rod. And what that does is we're using it to create friction so we can burn off the residue of those chemicals on the inside of this outer trombone slide. I know that sounds crazy, but we're going to burn out the stuff that's in here, this being the outer trombone slide. And I'll show you how to demonstrate that in just a little bit, but wanted to show you the kit here very quickly because it does seem a little pricey at first. It's probably going to be the most expensive piece of maintenance gear you buy. Depending on where you buy it, it can cost up to 40 bucks. That sounds like a lot, but think about it. You just spent either several $100s if you're lucky, or more likely, several $1,000s on an instrument. Is 40 bucks one time really that much to spend on taking care of your instrument? I don't think so. I'd rather spend a little bit now. It's like getting an oil change in your car. Keep it living for the lifespan. This has 3 parts. It's got the outer sock, the rod, and a brush. This brush right here, by the way, works as one of these snakes, but I still recommend you get the snake because we're going to need it on the inner slide, and you do not want to use this on your inner slide. The thing is, if you remove the little nub here on the end of the rod, we can screw on this cleaning brush, and like I'll demonstrate in another video, you always want to do this submerged with some soapy water. Why? Well, I could take my finger right now and brush my teeth, but I'm not really doing that much good. I want a good brush, I want some toothpaste, I want a little bit of water. Just like we're going to talk about using a good detergent, some warm water, and the toothbrush underwater. So this guy right here will actually go down your outer slide tube, and this is going to clean the crook of your trombone slide. But again, you can do the same thing with your snake. So I'll be honest, this brush right here, I rarely use these days. The reason you want to buy this cool rod kit though is because of that outer sock. There are 2 types. One is red, one is blue. The red is for smaller trombones or medium-sized bores. That's any straight jazz trombone, any of the trombones your kids will be renting, anything with a 500 or 525 bore. A 547 bore or larger, that's a professional orchestral trombone or a bass trombone, you want to get the blue sock. And you just slide this guy right in here, and then when you're ready to do the cleaning, we'll show you in a minute, you just slide it in, and we're going to heat to friction so we can burn out those chemicals.